Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will have first crack at this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind? When you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
That's caught. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it up to 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fitzgerald. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right read.
There he goes! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The hand to the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They want to run this quarterback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Pavia. Touchdown, Vandy. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game, and they add the extra point to finish the drive. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The give on the option. Find some fresh air. Lots of running room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The play-action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To throw, it's Pavia. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why...
Oh, what a move to get open. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Mississippi State going up tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush them.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Scanning the field, it's Chrome and Hope. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Pavia. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Touchdown, Dores! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got a man. It's Mosley. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, out of space. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Fires left. Makes a connection. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll play it safe and try for 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. The field goal is no good, and it is still a 4-point deficit.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking for room. It's Alexander. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Pavia. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Goes to the option. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out, and no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And the Commodores are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Pavia. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try the outside to the left. He breaks a tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Glover. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback got it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them now.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Power football with the run. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, going up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Right on the money. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The Bulldogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finds a little space. They'll start this drive from the 42. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Got it in the middle, it's Young.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. There he goes! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pen them deep. And the returner goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quarterback will keep it. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They Lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. USF sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Tampa. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Fakes the grab, it's Williams. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. Off play action. On the move to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He leaves it with his back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Mississippi State going up tempo.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him the 29. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. The give to the right. Fights off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Breaks the tackle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rushes on him. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. second down, they'll go to the air. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Now on the option. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Vandy. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. That pass is incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
To the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum,